the delegation of ACSILs.
Haitaiigusuyo to Ganabira. My name is Alexis McClellan Ufugusku. I'm a proud mixed Shikenu Chinanchu woman. We Ryukyuans are one of two indigenous peoples in the nation-state of Japan. And although the United Nations and the international community recognize us as such, the government of Japan does not. We are here to emphasize that while the Ryukyu Islands are today governed as a prefecture, we are not treated as a people equal to the rest of Japan. The Japanese government perpetrates a number of violations against the rights articulated by the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. In this statement, we'd like to focus on two issues that stem from the U.S. military bases in our islands: the ongoing construction of yet another U.S. base in Henoko, and the leak of furan polyfluoroalkyl substances, or PFAS, that is currently affecting the water supply of 450,000 Ryukyuans. More than 15% of Okinawa Island is occupied by U.S. and Japanese military bases, of which the U.S. bases alone amount to 32 installations. Many of these bases were built prior to reversion to Japan in 1972, but we would like to draw attention to the fact that our free, prior, and informed consent is being undermined in regards to the new U.S. base being built on top of Ourabe in Okinawa. The Ryukyuan people have not agreed to the construction of another U.S. base. In 2019, an official referendum was held in which over 70% of voters in Okinawa voted no against the construction of the new base. Despite this, construction has persisted, and in doing so, the Japanese government and U.S. military are violating dozens of articles in the UN DRIP, including Article 30, but also Article 3, our right to self-determination, as well as Article 12, as it's been recently discovered that the landfill to construct the new U.S. base contains thousands of ancestor remains from the southern part of our island. We ask that the Permanent Forum arrange a meeting between ACSILs and the Permanent Mission of Japan in order to discuss ongoing issues of militarization in the Ryukyus, including PFAS leak, which, as I mentioned earlier, is affecting 450,000 of our people. Additionally, we demand that the U.S. Department of Defense release to the public data from the groundwater tests conducted on U.S. bases in Okinawa, and that the U.S. and Japanese governments heed Recommendation D from the Special Rapporteur on Human Rights and Toxics reports on the impact of toxics and indigenous peoples, to create an expedient cleanup plan and immediately provide access to clean drinking water for, again, the 450,000 people affected. We also call on the U.S. to immediately cease distribution and use of flame repellents containing PFAS to U.S. bases around the world. Finally, the government of Japan must not continue with its plan to discharge more than 1 million tons of irradiated water from the Fukushima nuclear power plant into the Pacific.
Muchas gracias por su participación.
Thank you very much for your contribution. I now give the